See. All right, good. We're live here, live from the U.S. And I'm Suzanne, and I have my good friend Paula from Peru. How are you doing, girl?
Hi, I'm good, girl. How are you?
You doing good? I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, so we just wanted to come together tonight and share a little bit about our stories and how we got to where we are here today and the journey that we've kind of brought ourselves on, and actually we've actually kind of found ourselves through this journey. So I know, Paula, we kind of talked about this a little bit before. You wanted to go ahead and share with what you had on your mind about freedom and how you found your freedom.
Yeah. Everybody, I'm sorry if you don't understand. I'm gonna try to talk as clean as I can, okay? Because I'm
No worries,
from
girl.
Peru,
You
I'm
got this.
half Bulgarian. I hope so. I hope you have to correct me if I say. All right, so I'm half Peruvian, half Bulgarian. I've been living in Peru for the last 20 years or something. And my path to freedom has been, I don't know, a little rough. Like I guess, like for everyone, it's a tough way because, like when you're young, when we're all young, I think we're more focused in listening um, to everyone else but ourselves. Okay, so I think that we're trying to please everyone uh, but ourselves because we think that the opinions and whatever everyone else has to say they're right and we're wrong, and I think it's a tendency, or I don't know, maybe it was just me, but I don't think so. Okay, I've talked, I know a lot of people,
Hmm.
and I think it's part of it's part of life. Okay, you go through phases, right? I don't know if phases, do
Yeah,
you
I
understand it?
agree with you.
Like one phase. Yeah. So yeah, so when I had to choose a path for my life, when I finished high school, I wanted to do something completely different from the thing I end up doing. Okay, I always wanted to be an artist, but I actually made a video about this. Yeah, but my mom, she, I mean, I love her and I respect her and I understand her right now, but in that moment, she wouldn't let me do that. So she said that she wanted me to study a professional career, and she thought that if I studied arts, I would be a crazy person, and I wouldn't have any money to live, and you know we were living in Peru, and here it's a country, it's a different reality that if maybe my mom was alone with a kid, okay, and she was scared, she wanted the best for me, so I listened to her and I studied a professional career, and I studied, but I really never understood why I was doing it. I was doing it to please her. Okay, I was doing it to please her, to please my family, to please my maybe my like I was okay. I thought that that was the right path. I thought that that was the path to success. So I started working, okay, in an office in my 9 to 5, and but I gradually started feeling very very miserable,
Hmm.
and it happened like I had some signs first of scaling up and scaling up and scaling up until one day it was unbearable to me. It was unbearable. I was miserable. I got to a point that I was crying in my office every day. Every day I cried in my office feeling miserable, and I really didn't realize that there were other options for me. Okay, I even, oh my God, I don't know. I was so blind. Okay, I was so blind, and I was so quiet. Was kind of death inside me, and I started spiritual research, personal development research, and once I started doing that, my eyes opened to the different possibilities that I had, the different paths, the different choices I had to do instead of my career, which I sadly, I must admit that I mistook. Okay, I started to please my mom, and thanks God I'm good on this. Okay, it's a good career. I mean, it helped me a lot personally, but working in an office does not make me happy. So I don't want that for my life. And since since the moment that I realized that I was miserable, and I realized that I had to look for something happy, I think I opened my eyes to a new life. Okay, so I started looking for choices, and and but look, I have no business formation. Okay, I didn't go to business school. I have no idea, had no idea how to start a business, how to lead a business, how to do all the logistics, and all the stuff about business. So I started doubting about my own capabilities to do this, and I was so scared. I was afraid. I was afraid of failing. I was afraid of losing control. I was afraid of stepping out of my comfort zone. Okay, but I started studying about it. I started educating myself in personal, as I said, in personal development, and I finally understood that in order to develop and grow, I had to break my comfort zone. And so one good day, I don't know, just a home-based business came to across my desk, because I was not clear about what kind of business I wanted to start, but this just came across my desk, and I said, "Oh my God, this is it," because I didn't need any kind of business school or anything to start this.
Right.
So I find that like the answer to my prayers, and
Hmm.
I consider like I took a leap of faith. I took a leap of faith, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna try this, and God helped me, and the universe helped me, and I just closed my eyes and jumped, and this is the point where I'm right now, and I'm gradually starting to achieve my freedom, and little by little to dream to build my dreams. Um, and I realized that I had to do this, because if I didn't do this, I was going to take my own life, I think, because I was dying alive. And
Right.
and right now, yeah, I feel like I was reborn. Okay, I feel like I'm starting to live right now. Okay, right now, and I'm amazed with all this process. It's amazing, really. And right now, I can say that I've never had so many happy days in my life. Okay, since I started this. So yeah, I'm achieving my freedom right now. That's it. I'm
Wow, girl. Wow, that's awesome. I mean, like, I think we all come to that
sorry, girl.
point.
Did I talk too much?
No,
I'm
you're
done.
fine, girl. Um, I think we all come to that point in our life where we realize that we signed up for something that we weren't prepared for, or we signed up for something that was basically leading to death. But I think it takes a special individual to actually realize that and act upon it. There's a difference between the people who realize that, you know
Yeah.
what, this sucks, they don't like it, they hate it, but then they just keep doing it day after day and complaining about it and frustrated and never searching for something. And then there's the other group of people who say, you know what, this is enough, and I'm going to search until I find something because I'm not going to live the rest of my life this way. And I think that's where you and I came. We had to make that decision, you know?
Totally agree. Yeah. I think that the main the key here in life, you don't want to be there, but you are there because you feel like powerless with the circumstances that surround you. But once you realize that you actually are in control of the circumstances around you and that you can take the lead of your life and do whatever you want with it, it's amazing because it gives you all the empowerment and all the, I don't know, braveness you need to take this first step. It's your life. It's your life. It's no one else's life. Once you realize that you don't have to please no one but yourself, it's amazing because actually you feel like you're reborn. That's the way I feel. That I say to you this all the time, and I say to everyone, nobody understands what I'm doing. My whole family thinks I'm crazy, but I don't care. I mean, I love them and I respect them, but I don't have to please them. I have to please myself because this is my life, my life, and I love myself. I wanna keep living. I wanna be here. I don't wanna die or spend my next 60 or 50 years behind a desk feeling a miserable person. No way. No way. Yeah, girl.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, what did you do? So I mean, we get to this point and we realize it, but what did you do to keep yourself on the straight and narrow as you did this journey? Because I mean, it just doesn't happen overnight. Everybody says, "Oh, look, there's somebody free, there's somebody," but it doesn't happen like that. I mean, it's a process. So what are some tricks and tools that you use to help yourself kind of figure out exactly you found the right tool, so to speak, or the right vehicle for you, which is home business, but there's other things that you had to do to increase your mental stamina and
Yeah.
your development as a person
Yeah.
to continue. Can you share with us some of that?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna tell you about my process of like spiritual and mind, maybe mind rebirth. Because I was, as I told you, people, for a long time I was completely lost in my soul. I think in my spirit were totally shut down. Okay, I was living a very very material life. So when I started collapsing, I immediately realized that I needed help, and I also realized that nobody could give me this help. Nobody could give me the best help. Only I could do it. Okay, so I had the determination of saving myself. So I started reading books every day. I started reading books and contacting and looking for and searching for masters and people with spiritual orientation, and I started to read about the universe and the energies, and it's a field that attracts me very much. And now I'm a believer in these things, which I never had contact before with because nobody ever talked to me about this. I had to start digging myself and understanding and looking for answers until I, little by little, started finding these answers, and I'm still doing it. I mean, every day, I wake up in the morning and I have like a plan for my day, like with specific tasks I want to do, not only tasks about my business or about my job, spiritual tasks. Okay, so every day I leave my house with to everyone that crosses my way, to help everyone that crosses my way without waiting anything on exchange. I leave my house every day thinking that we're all connected, that we're all one, that we all live in this field that is unperceptible, but we're all connected through this field, okay, and we all perceive and feel each other, and that we're a little machine of energies. So I try to use these energies I know I have, and all the rest of the people. Every human being has these energies, but I try to use mine in the aim of helping people. So
Hmm.
that's like something I do every day. I also meditate. I started meditating. I meditate every day because you need, no one's gonna feed it. Okay, God is not gonna come from the sky and get it inside your head. You have to look for Him. Okay, if you are a believer in God or in the energies of, name it, you name it, whatever. I mean, it's not about the name you put it. It's about a bigger force that it's out there and that you can feel. We all can feel it. Okay, so also something that helped me, like, to fight it when I was struggling in the worst moments, when I was very, very scared, when I thought that I was going to lose my faith. Something that helped me a lot was to remember my dreams. Okay, I have specific dreams, and they become my engine, and they become the reason why I'm doing all this. I mean, why
Hmm.
I started a business and everything. So remember my why. It's my engine. Okay, so every day, also one of my maybe morning routines is to meditate, to be grateful, to give thank you. Every morning I thank for my life, for the new day, for the new opportunity to learn, and for all the good things that I have in my life. And I remember my dreams, and I say, okay, I'm gonna do this for you, because it's my dreams imply other people, people I want to help. Okay, I have two specific populations of people I want to help. Maybe in another hangout, I'll tell you more about this. But they're
Absolutely.
my engine. Yeah, they're my engine. So those are kind of the keys and the tips I use. I hope I was clear enough. I know I'm maybe all over the
No,
place,
so
but
that's amazing. That's awesome.
yeah,
So
girl. So
you started reading, and then you use meditation, and
yeah,
sorry,
and I'm focusing on my why, on the why I'm doing this, on my
right,
dreams. So that's what helped me, and I'm grateful. Also, I think gratefulness, it's one of the pillars of happiness. Okay, so if you're grateful about the things you have, instead of I don't know, being sad for the things you don't have, it's gonna make you happier. It's just like that. When you realize that you have so many good things in your life. Okay, and maybe when you have a bad situation, if you compare it with all the good things you have, you're gonna say, I'm sorry. I almost said a bad word, but I didn't.
it's okay.
You're gonna say
You
what?
can say what you want.
You're gonna say fuck it. I'm sorry, pardon my English, but you're gonna say fuck it. I don't care if I'm going through maybe a bad situation right now, because my life is beautiful, and because I have this. You have a lot of things to be grateful for.
Right.
So that's another tip. I remember every day all the good things I have in my life, and that makes me like switch my view from the bad to the good. So I know that if I'm going through a bad moment in that, or a bad time, I know it will pass. It will pass because I'm gonna work it. Okay, I'm gonna take specific actions to get it better. So that's what I focus on: specific actions, being grateful, reading books every day, remembering my dreams, and helping people. That's what I do.
Wow, girl, you just unloaded a whole bunch of tips there for somebody just starting, somebody who's looking for a better way of life, I mean, and the most, I think the most important thing about this is that you don't have to be necessarily out doing a new adventure. You can implement these things while you're, figuring something out. I know I personally, when I was in the transition, I did all of those things while I was still working, and I know you did too. You know, it wasn't that it was just overnight we left our jobs and
Yes.
and started our own
No.
businesses. No, it was months and I would say probably close
No.
to years, you know, that this
Yeah, it's
happens
difficult.
sometimes.
I mean, if Mhm. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I know, yeah, it's not overnight. And yeah, I'm sorry, girl, I cut you. But I wanted to say, yeah, you're right. You're totally right because I think every person that aims or wants to start a business, whatever business it is, if it's a home-based business or it's a real business where you sell stuff or whatever, or a store or whatever, you need to know that there is a process and there is a time and there is investment. Okay, you are crazy if you think that you won't have to invest money or time on your business, because if you want that, I think you should not even try to start anything a business, because it's impossible. It's impossible. There's always a learning curve. You have to learn any business you're going to start. You have to learn it, and you have to invest money. It's a natural. And yeah, when I started, I was still working in this job that made me so miserable, and yeah, it was hard, but I think that nothing good in this life can be achieved without struggling. Okay, you understand the meaning and the value of things when you struggle. I don't know if you're with me, girl, but I have that opinion.
I absolutely agree with you, and I mean I personally think our challenges are our biggest asset. I mean,
Yeah.
so often when we have to fight for something in life, you know, many people tend to look at it as a bad thing. And I personally, it's actually one of my challenges to myself, and I share with other people around me that, our challenges are oftentimes our biggest asset, for multiple reasons. Definitely one reason is because of what you said, nothing good comes without a struggle, but the other thing is that if we don't ever walk through the darkness, how can we lead somebody else through the darkness? You know, um, and when we put ourselves into a business world or a
Yes. Yeah.
be your own boss world, we need to know what it feels like to be um, in the trenches. We need to know what it feels like to have a dark time, because if we don't know what it feels like, how in this world will we be able to support the people that we're leading with us in this journey? Because I don't believe that I'm going to go to the top alone. I believe that I'm going to go to the top with many people around me. And I believe that it's not necessarily true that the road is lonely at the top, because that just means that you haven't taken enough people with us. You know what I mean? I don't know what you think about that, but that's a few of my ideas. What?
About the part where you say that, how in the world are you gonna like inject or give energy to someone going through a bad time if you haven't been there? Okay, if everything has been for you like unicorns and happiness, what the hell are you help someone through the mud, and
Yeah. Looks like looks
yeah,
like
girl, can you see me? I'm here.
there you are. Cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what
No, no
happened.
worries.
Yeah, so I was saying that it's impossible to guide someone through the bad times if you haven't experienced them. So yeah,
Absolutely.
can you see me, girl?
Um, it's just your picture.
Can you see me
There you
now?
go, Jen.
You see me?
Yes,
Hi. Can you see my heart?
I do. I see it. I like that.
Here I see it every day on the floor. One hurt. I meditate every day, guys. It's the like almost like schizophrenic, right?
Hey girl, you're cutting out really bad.
To shut the chatter is to meditate. Go, you talk for a while because nobody's gonna understand me.
No,
Can
the
you hear me?
computer's cutting in and out really bad. But yeah, I
No,
absolutely agree with you. Um, I'm feeling at a
I
kind of
can hear you. Why?
I'm kind of feeling at a loss for words right now. Um, I feel like our
Yeah,
conversation got a little bit interrupted because of the connection.
yeah, it did, it did. Well, these things are gonna get better with time, girl. With time, maybe we have to find a new platform, to do these hangouts, like Zoom. Let's try.
Yeah. All
Can you
right,
hear
well,
me?
we'll
Yeah.
go ahead and get off air here, and we'll be again getting together every Sunday night at 11 p.m. So as you're watching this and the replay, just know that every Sunday night at 11 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time, Central for it'll be 10 p.m. So we'll look forward to seeing more people getting on these hangouts, and excited to see you here.